Hey guys, this is Roshan. Today we'll be creating a translucent vector glass bottle inside Illustrator. The designing process is very simple. By following the steps, you can create a realistic looking vector products. So let's begin with the designing process. First, open a new Illustrator document. Then select the rectangle tool and draw out a rectangle. Increase the height and give certain width for the thickness. Now create another duplicate of the rectangle for the neck portion. Reduce its width and height. Leave certain height for the neck area. Now select both the object and combine it using the Unite option on the Pathfinder. Next, using the direct selection tool, select these two corner anchor points and drag it down. Then click this circular icon and drag it in. This will make the corner round. In the same way, select these two anchor points and click and drag the icon to make the corner round. Now fill the object with a gradient color. To edit the gradient color, click on this icon to open Gradient panel. To edit the color slider, double click on it to open the attributes. Here, let's choose the HSB to adjust the brightness of the color. Go to RGB to see the color code used in the design. To adjust the second slider color, open the Attributes option and under HSB, adjust the B value. Use the color code to get the color. In the same way, open the third slider attribute, apply the same color used in our first slider. Next, we'll create edge thickness. So select the shape and apply stroke color. Double click on the stroke color and change the color to light brown. Next, let's make the bottom two corner round. So select the anchor points and drag in the circular icon. Now adjust the stroke thickness and set the stroke profile to this. This will give an interesting effect to the thickness. To flip the stroke direction, go to stroke and click this flip along icon. Next, we'll remove the stroke from the top. So select the scissor tool, then click one on this corner and the other at this corner. Then select and delete it. Now set the stroke thickness to around 7 point. Next, we'll convert the stroke to fill object. So select the shape and go to Object, Path, Outline Stroke. Then ungroup it. We got two objects separately. Next, we're going to be creating the reflection. So select the bottle shape and with the Alt pressed, click and drag to create a duplicate. Place it around here. In the same way, create one more duplicate of the shape leaving a certain thickness. Now select both the shape and apply minus front option on the Pathfinder. This will leave us with a required shape. Fill it up with different color to see the shape. Now we'll create a mirror copy of the shape using the Reflect tool option. Under the panel, keep it vertical and click on Copy to create the copy. Now place it on the other side of the bottle, do the proper placement. Next, we'll delete out the top region. So using the pen tool, draw a curve like this. Click and drag to make a smooth curve. Then give it a stroke color and click OK. Now select the stroke and both the shape and using the Shape Builder tool, extract out this two region. Then delete out the unwanted pieces. Now using the direct selection tool, start adjusting the anchor points. We'll make the top portion narrow and smooth. Next, apply brown color to the shape. Use the color code #4A3037 and apply it using the color picker. Now, we'll delete out the extended shape from the lower region. Use the same method with the pen tool, draw the curve, then extract out the shape using the Shape Builder tool. And delete out the unwanted shapes. Next, we'll apply Inner Glow to give depth. So select the shape and go to Object, Stylize Inner Glow. Change the Inner Glow color to dark brown, color mode to multiply, opacity to around 45%, blur value to 23 point and click OK. In the same way, apply Inner Glow to the other shape. Here, set the opacity to 52% and the blur value to 28 points. Next, we'll add details to the bottle. So, using the pen tool, draw a shape in the neck portion. Then create a duplicate of the bottle shape using the shortcut Command or Control C to copy and Command or Control F to paste in front. Then select both the shapes and apply Intersect option on the Pathfinder. This will leave us with this shape. Apply dark color to it and set the opacity to around 54%. Next, we'll give gradient color to our edge highlight. So select the shape and apply gradient color. On the gradient panel, set 3 color slider, one with faded brown and the other 2 dark color. Then use the gradient tool, click and drag to apply it vertically. Edge the gradient sliders to get a nice reflection effect. Next, let's draw our reflecting spots using the pen tool. The shape can be in the form of star or pointed shapes. Give bright gray color. Next, draw an oval using the ellipse tool. Apply gradient color and change the type to radial. Adjust the sliders to get light color at the edges. Also, adjust the width and height of the gradient using the tool. Now, draw the shape for the cap. Make the size little bigger compared to the bottle neck. Then, using the anchor point tool, break all the points to make the corner curve. Now adjust all the handles to give a nice shape to the cap. Next, apply gray-blue color to the cap using the color picker panel. Apply gradient color to give volume. Apply this color in the middle using this color code. And for the corner to slider, make the corners little darker. To add more details, draw the shape using the pen tool. This will be used to add internal light reflection. Apply light yellow color and reduce its opacity. Next, draw 2 more shapes like this. Apply the same color and reduce its opacity to 35%. To give a feel of depth, select the shape and apply Gaussian blur. Set the radius value to 1.4 pixel. For the light spots, give the Gaussian blur with the same radius value. Next, we'll create this noise effect. So to create that, first select the bottle shape and create a duplicate. Then using the pen tool, start drawing out the curves to form a shape like this. Then select both the shapes and apply Intersect option on the Pathfinder. This will leave us an intersection shape. Next, we'll do some modification with the shape. So select the wrinkle tool and double click on it to open the attribute panel. Set the horizontal value to 100%, vertical to 0 and the complexity to 10 or 11. This will give us a horizontal wrinkle effect when applied to an object. Apply it to all the pointed curves. Click and drag to apply it on a certain region. Once you are done, scale down its size so that it remains inside the bottle. Next, adjust the gradient color. Apply faded light brown on the left slider, faded dark brown in the middle and the blackish brown at the last slider. And we are done with the details. Next, we'll be adding text to the bottle. So type out a text. For the first one, use the font Segoe Print. For the second one, use the font Nexabolt. Under character panel, you can also adjust the spacing between each alphabet's font size. Once you have written the text, select all and rotate it vertically. Place it here and scale the size. Apply white color. Bring the second text and place it in the middle. Scale up the size to fill the space and apply white color. Do the same for the last one. Now select all the shapes together and group it up. Rotate the angle to around -75 and place it like this in the artboard. Let's change the color of the text. Select all of them and apply light brown color using the color picker. Now, to mask out the extended curves, draw the rectangle same size of the artboard. Then select the rectangle and the bottle and apply Make Clipping Mask. This way, our translucent vector bottle is ready to give more realistic look to the design. Drag and drop it to Photoshop. Scale up the size and place it properly. Create a duplicate of the bottle layer and change the layer mode to Overlay. Set the opacity to around 22%. Now create one more duplicate of the layer and change the layer mode to screen. Next, to add depth of field, select the main layer and apply tilt shift. You can find it under Blur Gallery. Adjust the angle of rotation and set the blur value to 11 points. Now, to add glossiness, add a new layer and change its layer mode to Color Dodge. Choose light brown using the color picker and with the soft brush tool start adding highlight. Use low opacity to get a soft light. Add some highlight at the neck portion and along the body. Lastly, add a new layer for shadow and start adding dark color on the bottom. If you want to experiment with different color tones, apply hue and saturation adjustment layer. Then drag the sliders to see the effect. Once you are happy with the design, save and export it out in your preferred format. Finally, we have completed designing a realistic glass bottle inside Illustrator and Photoshop. Thank you.